Hey, everybody. I know I said I wasn't going live today. And you can see it's definitely not 7 o'clock, but I really didn't have any. When I say any, I did not have any intentions on going live today. So I'm here. I don't know who's around, but if you're here, let me know that you're here. Write me a comment. Let me know that you're here. I am not going to be on long. That's what I'm saying, because honestly, you guys know I usually do go live Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, today is Labor Day. I had officially given myself the day off, but in my prayer time today, the Lord told me I needed to do this today. So I am obedient to God and what He tells me to do. So I am on so I can make sure that I am doing what the Lord has instructed me to do. So hi Daryl, hi London, hi Nicole, hi Kimberly. How are you guys today? Hi Christopher. Oh, hi. So again, I do not plan to be on long, but first I want to say again, the inboxes, I hope I answered everybody because I've been getting a lot of messages in regards to what I put up the other day. And the other day was only 9 minutes. And seriously, I didn't go into specifics, and I wanted to come on to go a little bit into specifics. Hi, Veronica. Happy Labor Day. Good to see you too. You're always here, so I'm excited to see you today. Hi, everybody. Again, I'm not going to be on long. And as I previously stated, I am live every Monday on my platform at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm always live. However, I decided to take today off because today is Labor Day. My husband took the boys out to play basketball. And in my prayer time this morning, the Lord told me I needed to come on today with it being Labor Day and explain in specifics what exactly I was talking about in regards to the payroll tax holiday. So let me dive right in. So I am going to share my screen with you guys. So you guys can see what I see. There it is, added to the screen. So I am on the IRS website. For those of you guys who don't know me, I am Coach Sharon, Dr. C. I have a doctorate in human resource management. I'm a life coach. I do a bunch of different things. I'm an ordained elder, all of these other things. And again, I'm here live on this platform Mondays at 7 p.m. I talk about whatever the Lord gives me to talk about. And of course, me being a person who soaks up information and being in my profession of HR, this is something that came across my desk. So I decided to share it with people because, again, I felt the need to do that. And to my surprise, and let me just take this off because I don't want y'all to start reading And to my surprise, a lot of people just did not know about this new payroll tax holiday. So I want to explain it specifically from the IRS website, because again, the IRS is the ones that's in charge of taxes, not all of these news networks or anything like that. And I don't want nobody to think I'm making anything up. However, I gave the instruction for people to contact their payroll departments directly and to contact their HRs directly. And so far, people have been doing that. And they've been getting answers and they've been getting results. So I thank God for that. However, I do want to put a disclaimer out there because I did find out anyone who works for a federal employee. A federal agency. So if you're a federal employee, you have no choice. You cannot opt out. That's what federal employees were advised. And my only response to that is when you're a federal employee, you basically work for the president. So if this is something he put in place, there's really no way to get around that, unfortunately. However, for those who work in the private, in the nonprofit sector, this is something, of course, that you can do. But unfortunately, federal employees are not able to opt out. There are some employers who have decided to opt out. And I'm going to be honest, there was not really too much information given as to how to administer this. So a lot of times things come out of the White House and things come out of Congress and the Senate. And as HR professionals, we're then given this information, and then we have to use our attorneys or the Society of Human Resource Management to kind of help us interpret these laws to then roll them out to our companies. So that's kind of how it works. So with this payroll tax holiday, it was an executive order signed by President Trump on August 8th, 2020. So it's an executive order, basically meaning, and I'm sure you guys, anybody who was following the extension of the unemployment, we're getting extra money for that and things of that nature. On that day, he signed 4 executive orders, I believe. There was one in regards to the extension for evictions. There was one in regards to the unemployment, changing it from 600 to 400. However, there's some other stipulations that were changed as well. Originally, the federal government fronted the entire $600. With the executive order that the president signed, it was changed to 400, but 25% of that 400 had to be paid now by the states, which then brought in more drama, but we're not going to talk about that. But just giving you an idea of some of the things that happened on that day. And then there was also this payroll tax holiday that was signed into order on August 8th to then take effect September 1st. So again, I'm going to pull up the IRS website because, again, I already heard people running around the internet faking like they me, but they don't have this knowledge up here that God has given me. So you could spread the information, but give people resources to what they could do with the information. I'm going to try to make it bigger, but basically, again, if you want on your own time, you could go to the IRS website, you could type it in, payroll tax holiday, a whole bunch of stuff will come up. What I'm reading, it says guidance issued to implement presidential memorandum deferring certain employee Social Security tax withholding. Okay. So I know there are some people who wrote on the post, oh, it's just Social Security. It's not state. It's not federal. According to the IRS, it is just Social Security tax withholding. However, the key word in all of this is deferred. So I am going to, because again, I am a teacher by nature, meaning I didn't go to school to teach, but I love teaching people. So I'm going to look up the word deferred for everybody. Defer is here. It says deferred is past tense, but it say to put off an action or event to a later time, to postpone. So when it's saying that it's deferring your taxes, it's not saying that they're forgiving your taxes. It's saying that they're holding them off to a later date. They're postponing payment, which means it's not forgiven, which means it's not just going to disappear. It means that it's going to be deferred to a later date. So according to what was issued by the IRS, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, I'm just going to skim through. It says the notice was giving that make it available for employers and generally applies to wages paid through September 1st to December 31st. So this is the period in the window where these taxes can be where the taxes do not have to be taken out. I want to make it in plain English. So from September 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020, the Social Security tax, which is 6.2%, I believe, from the employee, and 6.2% from the employer. So the employer pays a portion, the employee pays a portion. It goes together into the Social Security Administration bank. That's a whole nother conversation for another day as to why we're messing with Social Security. But you'll catch it because I'm sure we'll talk about it. So that's the window. So they're saying the employee Social Security tax deferral may apply to payments of taxable wages, basically meaning your gross income that is less than $4,000 biweekly. Anyone, that means that up to 100, if you make up to less than $104,000 a year, you then qualify to have your Social Security tax deferred, which means postponed to a later date between that period of September 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. So now on this page, that's the basics. There's a guidance PDF that's right here. If you see my cursor where I'm about to click. And I'm going to click and it's going to go to a PDF that's going to give some more information. Come on, PDF, and come up. I tried it before I got on here. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Stacy. Okay, so this right here says administrative procedural miscellaneous relief with respect to employment tax deadlines applicable to employers affected by the ongoing coronavirus COVID-19 disease 2019 pandemic. Again, this is just a 3-page thing. And again, it's on the IRS website, so you could go to it. Just like I told you when I originally put up this post, you can go to your employer to talk to them about this. My issue is not even the amount that's being deferred. My issue is the fact that people didn't know. And then you be in something next year that you didn't even know you were in. That's my issue. So again, this states that on August 8th, the President of the United States issued a presidential memorandum, which is basically an executive order, directing the Secretary of Treasury to his authority pursue, and it has the codes, the IRS codes or whatever, to accordingly the Social Security tax under, and it gives the code, railroad retirement, that's another name for it. Again, it's 3 pages. I want to go down to the section that talks about deferral. Okay, so it says, for affected taxpayers, the due date for the withholding and payment of tax imposed by section, and it gives the section for the Social Security, and so much tax imposed by, and it gives the next another section or whatever, applicable wages are postponed until period January 1, 2021 and ending April 30th, 2021. So what that means is the taxes that are deferred, meaning they'll give it to you in your paycheck. Those taxes you'll be given in your paycheck from September 1st to December 31st. Then, according to this written memorandum, it is on the irs.gov website. I ain't make this up. You can go look for it yourself. It says that the payments will then be postponed until January 1, which means from January 1 to April 30th, what monies you received between September 1st to December 31st now have to be paid back between January 1, 2021 and April 30th, 2021. So if you decide I'm not opting out because I want my money now, I don't care if it's $2, you're going to have to pay it back. And if they are saying what we gave you in 2029, you're going to have to now start paying back in 2021, they're then going to then still take out what you are owing now for 2021. Anybody who's like me who got student loans, you know what a deferral is. A deferral is we're going to front you now so you can go to school, because this is what happened with student loans. We're going to front you the money so you can go to school, but you're going to give us our money back. It ain't free. But again, this is supposed to be relief. I'll get to that in a minute. When you stroll down, it talks about when the employee, the pay date it starts. So whenever pay date, no matter when you get paid, September 1st falls in that pay period, then those taxes will stop being taken out. And again, according to the memorandum, it said Social Security tax, which is 6.2%. That is absolutely correct. But again, it's a deferral, a postponement of payment. Okay, so it talks about, again, the $4,000, anybody who makes less than $4,000 every 2 weeks. Then there's a section that talks about payment of deferred applicable taxes. So now this is going to tell you how they going to get their money back. So this is what I want to say. We know in April, everyone who filed taxes and all that other stuff got a stimulus. The stimulus, every adult was given $1,200, and for every child, you were given $500. That's what the stimulus package was in April of 2019. So by this time, everyone should have gotten some kind of stimulus. The stimulus you did not have to pay back. We were told that this memorandum was written to help us as employees, I'm going to say us, as employees, be able to make it through these next couple of months so we can buy food or whatever to help us get through this horrible time. So instead of giving us another stimulus, but the airlines got a stimulus, people who had their paperwork together got PPP loans. Those are loans, but the interest rate is so dope that even if you didn't need a loan, you should have got a loan if your paperwork was right. However, regular people who pay taxes couldn't get another free stimulus. Instead, we're just not going to take the money out that you already pay, but then you're going to have to pay us back for us giving you your money to help you get through the fourth quarter of this year. If you know anything about business and you know anything about the economy and how the economy works, it works in quarters. The fourth quarter, if we have one more quarter of low numbers, first of all, we're officially in a recession. The United States is officially in a recession. And again, I don't talk like I'm a financial expert, because I'm not. I'm just nosy and I research. The United States economy, no matter what the stock market says, we are officially in a recession. If we have one more quarter, which is 3 months of negative returns, then we will officially be in a depression. We have not been in a depression in a very long time. I think it was the 20s or so. Don't quote me. You could go look it up. That's what we got Google for. So it doesn't look right if we're about to be headed into a depression in the middle of a presidential election, when people are running on how great the economy is. So what do? We're going to loan you your own money. Well, it ain't yours because it belongs to Social Security. We're going to loan you the money. We're going to give you an interest-free loan up until basically December 31st, because you got to start paying back January 1. We're going to give you an interest-free loan for you to get extra money in your check so you can go spend money in the economy. So you can go buy Jordans, or you can go buy another car, or you can decide you want to buy a house. However, when January comes, you're going to give me my money back. That's what it means. Okay. It says it here. An affected taxpayer who defers under this from wages and compensation, they will have to pay back everything that was given to you from September to December. You have from January 1, 2021 to April 30th, 2021 to pay it back. If you do not pay it back by April 30th of 2021, interest, penalties, and additional taxes will again begin to accrue effective May 1st, 2021. With respect to any unpaid applicable taxes. What does that mean? That means that if something happens and you do not pay the money they gave you between September to December by April 30th, now they're going to start charging you penalties for money you ain't even asked for. So, and you're going to start being charged interest. And I'm telling y'all, if you've ever had to pay the IRS back, their interest is highway robbery. So, again, my people who are listening to this, This is why when I saw the post and people want to argue about whatever, first of all, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue about something that's here in black and white. It says it in black and white. That's why it's important to research and do information. Because you can't go off the internet. We already know Facebook and whatever. And yeah, I'm on Facebook. That's why I told people, go to your page. That's why I said, don't just listen to me. Go to your payroll department and go to your HR department. I didn't say take what Sharon said is Bible. I said, go ask. That's what I said. And the minute people started asking, it was either people who didn't know, departments that didn't know, or they did know and they wasn't going to tell you. That's another thing. They're doing things and not telling you. So I felt led because, again, I can't take credit. I was so angry because I kept calling my family and my friends, telling them to opt out if they could opt out. And they're like, what are you talking about? So that's where my frustration came from me to do the 9-minute video that I did. And I had no idea that the Lord was going to have it go viral. At this point, it's over 1 million people, 1 million views who have watched this video. So I am grateful, but it is a setup. That's why I said, you're not getting the only thing you got for free from the federal government is that $1,200 back in April. If everybody is so concerned with the regular taxpayer, why can't we just get more free money? Why I gotta be some, I'm gonna say my word, why I gotta be some bamboozlement? Why I gotta be something I gotta pay back? This is why I said, go talk to your payroll department. Go talk to your HR department and ask if you can opt out. Unfortunately, and I said it in the beginning of my forecast, federal employees don't have the option. So my suggestion to you is to go to your tax professional and figure out what you need to do to be prepared. Now, if you're still working between January to April 30th, they're just basically going to double tax you and take that money out the check off the top. You know, they get their money off the top. We get the crumbs. They get their money off the top. But if something happens where all of a sudden you're not working, or you get laid off, or you get furloughed, or Lord forbid you get COVID and you have to go on disability and now you're not getting a payroll check anymore. And then come April 30th, if you have an IRS bill, they're going to start charging you interest and penalties and fees. It's here black and white on the IRS website. It's right here. And when I get a chance, when I finish this live, I am going to cut and paste the link to this 3-page memorandum so you can have it for yourself. Because like I already said in the beginning of broadcast, I already heard people still in my live and they don't even look like me. Woo! I wish I was that skinny, but I ain't that skinny, but I'm still cute though. So that's neither here nor there. But I hear people are still in the lives, and I normally never do lives without me doing them on StreamYard. Y'all see my stuff at the bottom. You can go follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm all over pretty much. You can follow me all of those places. But I saw somebody stole the live and reposted it and did all this other stuff. However, they're not giving this information because they don't know it. So it is not a second stimulus. Ain't no more stimulus coming unless the Lord comes down from the throne and tells the president to give us a stimulus. Then the best part of this entire memorandum is they may consider ways to forgive this. However, those are not going to be talked about unless the president gets reelected. So we don't even know who's going to be president after November 3rd. But if the president is still the president, so he's basically saying, if you vote for me and I'm still president, then I may forgive what I gave you. So you telling me it's for me, it's supposed to benefit me, to help me, but then I got to pay it back. And then if I don't pay it back by April 30th, I got to pay interest and penalties. But this is to help me. When people are already living paycheck to paycheck, people are already struggling, people are already trying to do what they got to do. Food is expensive. It has gone up, but this is supposed to help me. So that's why I went live on Thursday at 10:21 a.m. because I want you, because it frustrated me. It frustrated me. What's the amount of money where you are not going to get violated? They didn't give no amount of money. If you do not opt out and you get that extra money in your check, you have to pay it all back. Oh, sounds like a quid pro quo, huh? Sound like one to me too. I'm going to give you this now, and then you vote me in, and then I'll let you know if I'm going to forgive it. Sound like that to me? What else are the people saying? If you have to make under 104,000, if you make under 104,000 a year, then this applies to you. If you make over that, this does not apply to you. It's in his best interest. If you vote for me, I might forgive it. What a joke. Exactly. If you vote for me, I might forgive it. So this is why I'm saying this to you. Again, this ain't no argument. You do what you want. If you like, no, I want my money right now, whatever, you do that. I'm just telling people that it appears to me, just based on my own thinking, that this ain't a benefit. This ain't a benefit at all. So basically, you're going to pay it back next year. So if you decide not to opt out, that's fine. I did tell people to go to their tax professional because some people just have no choice. Go to your tax professional and try to work out a plan. Whether it's you're like, you know what, I'm just going to let them double tax me in that area from January to April, but let me save a little money now. So since my check is going to be shorter, then I'm going to have some extra money banked up for me to do whatever. Because the issue is they want you to take that extra money and go spend it in the store or spend it on the internet. So the economy numbers can look good. You seen all that rant and rave about, oh, unemployment numbers are going down. The economy is doing great. Lies. This is all about you spending your money as soon as you get it to make the economy numbers go up, to then make it look like the economy is doing well so people can get reelected. So then we can see what's going to happen January 1st. And like I said, if you can't afford to live now, and somebody just said it, how can you afford to owe the IRS for money you ain't even asked for that's supposed to help you? So again, I'm going to post this link on this live for people to have the actual irs.gov link so you can see it in black and white exactly what it says. So it won't be me on live trying to tell people and people writing all under the post about, excuse me, y'all, I got a cough drop in my mouth, about all this stuff I'm saying or whatever. No, it's in black and white. Go to the irs.gov. No, I didn't go to MSNBC. I didn't go to Forbes and all of these media outlets who are trying to interpret the executive order. No, I went to the IRS because them the people going to come knocking on your door. So when somebody says something, tell them to read the IRS memorandum. It tells them right there. There is nothing in this for me. This is just what God told me to do. So I'm rolling with whatever he told me to do. And exactly. And the IRS don't care if you ain't got no money. They're going to get their coins. They're going to get their coins. Excuse me. So I've been on for 29 minutes. So I just wanted to, again, give that information and give clarity as to what I'm talking about. So you'll know how to go to your employer to do what you need to do. But the expectation is, and again, I want to state up front, I'm not racist or nothing like that, whatever. I just know what it is. The bottom line is Black and brown people, especially with Black Friday coming. I know because I shop on Black Friday, with Christmas coming and all this other stuff. They are hoping that you spend your money in this economy. Just like we were shut down for 2 months or whatever. But when that Memorial Day holiday came, because that's the start of the summer season, and it's so important for people to get out. No, it was important for you to get out and spend your money. Exactly. Oh, yeah. And if you owe that money and you decide to file your taxes before you pay this money back, they taking their money off the top. So they'll say, oh, your refund is $1,000. Well, you owe us $400. We're going to just take our money and give you $600. So you don't have to worry about it. See, we helped you. That's what they're going to say. And we're not even going to talk about the IRS tax code and everything, because if you know anything about that was signed over 2 years ago. It benefits the business owner, not the individual. And all of them extra deductions that individuals used to get, they no longer get. As an individual, I believe you only get 6 to 8 deductions, if that, from the IRS. So them $10,000 tax refunds that people was getting, you don't get them no more, I'm sure. So you're barely getting what you're supposed to get. And again, look up the tax code. There's a lot of information out there about that. Small business owners and people who started their businesses in the pandemic, get your paperwork right, because it's over 200 and something tax codes that you can take as deductions if your paperwork is right. So I'm telling you that too. It's a book out there about that. You ask me about it, I'll tell you the book. All I'm saying is this economy and what's going on in this is not, and it's definitely not for single parents. When you're married and you file together and you do things together, you get more money. If you're single and a single parent, they already tax you astronomically already. And you barely get your, and they, for a minute, and again, I'll research it because I don't want nobody to say I lied to them. But look at your little earned income credit. And when I say your little earned income credit, I ain't trying to downplay it or nothing, because earned income credit has gotten a lot of us through when you were eligible for it. Some people are still eligible, some people are not. However, that's something that if you notice now, I think it's a cap on that. You only get a certain amount per kid. It wasn't like that before. So, again, go to your payroll department, go to your HR. Ask them about it. The payroll tax holiday. Thank you so much, Brandon. See, that's what I'm talking about. We got to educate each other. This ain't about somebody trying to, we got to educate each other. There's the information. He posted it. It's that IRS link that he just posted that is saying everything I'm telling you. So you can see it in black and white. Because, I mean, people was asking me, oh, well, how do you know, whatever? Because I'm a studier, because I read. I don't just listen to the news and listen to what they say, because all of them lie. The news is a business. It's not about informing us. It's a business. So what they're talking about, if it ain't selling, they're not going to talk about it. That's why a lot of these cases about our Black men being shot and all that other stuff were not even being broadcasted until people started doing it on their phones. They've been new. Wait a minute, I had to see a lot of posts everywhere. Lots of my friends and people on different posts, and they were Biocon, which I'm going to go back and read that about investing, because that's a long post for me to kind of get over now. But I am going to try to go back and read through these posts. Again, I am Dr. C, and I don't just call myself that. I got an earned doctorate degree. I worked my behind off for it. So I have an earned doctorate degree in HR management. I am an HR director. I have been in the field of HR for 20 plus years. I also, as I stated, because a lot of people have been inboxing me too, asking me who I am and what I do and my background and all the other stuff. I am from Newark, New Jersey. I'm from Brick City. So I'm just talking to you how I would want somebody to talk to me. However, I can get all educated and all, what you call it, in the places where I need to do that, I do that. I don't think I need to do that on this platform because I'm trying to get to the people who I know don't have access to information. So this platform is all about information. Information. Me giving it to you and you taking it and you running with it. You don't have to agree with me because I don't agree with everybody. You don't have to agree with me. You guys know just last week I had a black female Trump supporter on. We don't have to agree. But at the end of the day, we need to know what's happening. And you can't get all your news from Facebook either because, again, Mark Zuckerberg is a whole nother thing. So you can block us from writing stuff, but you don't block them. We could get warnings that our account's going to be shut down, but people can put up fake news. We could get warnings for saying, and I'm not going to say the word because then they're going to shut down my live, and I don't want that. But people can circulate killing black men on the street and it not get taken down. So I ask you, educate yourself, inform yourself, read. If somebody tell you something, read. If you have a question, again, you guys, I come on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know everybody isn't on the East Coast. Eastern Standard Time. If you have questions, you can reach me at Coach Sharon. That's all my handles. On Twitter, though, it's Coach_Sharon. So on here on Facebook, it's Coach Sharon. And I'm actually streaming to my personal page because I see now I have a lot of followers. I want to say, first of all, thank you guys so much. I said it in a post and I hope you guys saw it. This is nobody but God. I do not take credit for the wisdom that he has imparted in me. And as I'm developing it, as I'm growing, I'm on a journey just like the rest of you guys. And I share information because I just feel like I'm supposed to. You know, I feel like that's my call. That's my assignment. That's what God has instructed me to do. Because like I told you guys, I wasn't even planning on going live today. I went live today because the Lord told me to. I'm going to be on 2 other platforms this week. I will post that information for you guys. Again, I talk about everything. This right here, though, I didn't know it was going to blow up like this. However, I've already answered questions for people about immigration, lawsuits, and all that other stuff. What is his name? Hunis or whatever? Listen. Let me explain something to you. Because you keep posting this Viacom, whatever thing you're doing, investment thing. Listen, stop it before I block you. This ain't no sales calls. This ain't no sales platform. So this is an information platform. If you have information, then let us know the information. But this isn't a sales platform. I don't have no Cash App up. We're not doing none of that here. This is not for that. This is for people to keep their money in their pockets. And if you have valuable information, please submit that to me. Don't just start putting stuff on my platform because, again, it needs to be vetted. I'm not going to just be putting stuff out here and I don't know exactly if you're legit or not. And I'm not going to allow someone to attach themselves to me and I don't know if you're legit. So her niece or whatever your name is, I don't know your last name. When I block you, all of your stuff will be what you call it. Because I mean, you tagging everybody. Hold up. Let me get up on here. Because I mean, you tagging everybody. Ain't nobody got time for that. People up here trying to keep their paychecks. And you up here talking about some Viacom, whatever thingy or whatever. Nobody ain't got time for that today. Oh, if you didn't know, this is me all day, every day. Ain't nobody got time for that. We're trying to keep our money in our pockets. We're trying to build up our community. And like I said, if you have, I can't do it right now, it appears, because I'm actually live. And the thing I need to block you from, I'm live on it. So let me see if y'all hear some feedback. Hold up. I just want to see if I can. No, I'll get you later. But you'll be blocked. Just putting you on notice. So again, guys, thank you guys so much. Because I need to get off so I can block him. Because he's not going to be harassing y'all or me. And it's aggravating me that I even see it coming up. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Again, questions, anything that you have, of course, you can call it. But again, share the information. Share the information. Make sure to come from my page so y'all can see what I look like. I mean, I changed my hair a lot. But I mean, that other girl, what's her name? Desiree Monet or something, who said she was me? Or whatever. I looked at her, I said, girl, you ain't even look like me. You know, stole the video, calling yourself Dr. C. They don't know you in the academy. They don't know you. And then, and was taking the hashtags. Let me tell you something too, because you'll see this video again and you'll probably try to repost it. Again, and that's fine because the information it'll get out. But I'm going to tell you this. What the Lord put on me is on me, not on you. So you can imitate, you can duplicate, you can even steal if you want to. But at the end of the day, the oil is not on you. So that's it for today, guys. I love you. Again, thank you so much. I think it was Brandon who threw that up in the chat. I will then, of course, post the link. I'm going to attach it to this live. So as you share the live, the link will actually be there. And Miss, whatever your name is, you just don't listen. And it look like your last name, Bufasa. I'll take care of you when I get off. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.